Hello everyone, welcome to the workshop. My name is Boxing Fox and I am the Interlibrary Loan Assistant at the library. And this is John Wilson, who is Access Service Supervisor. He's going to do about GIL Express. So there will be 2 sessions today. Here's the agenda today that I'm going to cover. Does anybody know what interlibrary loan is? This is very simple. If you need a source that we don't have in this library, you can get it from other library. If other library patrons don't have resources from their library, they can also order from our library as well. There are 2 interlibrary loan systems. One is GIL Express, the other one is Illiad. And here is the summary of the 2 systems. After I present Illiad, Mr. Wilson is going to present about GIL Express. The difference between GIL Express and Illiad is that GIL Express, you can only order books, nothing else, just the books, and then you can order it from only Georgia, and it's Georgia USG System University libraries. Compared to GIL Express and Illiad, you can search your items through the all USA, from the public libraries and university libraries. What is Illiad? Everybody curious what it is, right? This is the software that GSW use this software to manage lendings and request process. Who is eligible to use this Illiad is current students, faculty, staff members, and retired faculty members can use Illiad. And in order to use this system, you have to have a 0 balance at the library. What can and cannot be requested? Through the Illiad, you can order books and DVDs, journal articles, book chapters, musical scores, music CDs, microfiche, microfilm, government documents, audiobooks, or audio cassette tapes. And what cannot be requested through Illiad is that, just I told you about GIL Express, in order to use Illiad, you have to search GIL Express first. If a book is available through GIL Express, you cannot use Illiad to order this book. Usually GIL Express is much more faster because it's limited in Georgia. And in order to use GIL Express and Illiad, you have to have account. GIL Express account and Illiad account. And textbooks, unfortunately, you cannot order, and reference books you cannot order, and the rare books you cannot order. And here's a summary again about GIL Express and Illiad. And this is just compared GIL Express and the Illiad. And this is in your handout. You can just review later. And how long it'll take to get a request. Usually articles you can get 1 day to 5 days. Sometimes you can get it just 1 day. And print materials like books and DVDs, things like that, usually 3 to 10 days, and depends on where you're from. If you order from Albany State, it'll take few days. But if you order materials from New York Public Library, it'll take longer than few days. And materials that is difficult to obtain, it might take longer. Also, you may have to pay a fee. For example, if you want a book on Chinese or Japanese or written in Dutch, some libraries has these materials, but they sometimes charge you. They don't just circulate through interlibrary loan system. So it depends on the library material, you have to pay some fee. And 2014, we got Illiad software. So people that you had to come to the library and fill out this request form in order to use Illiad. But now you don't have to. You can, after you create your account, you can just order from your computer or mobile devices. Also, when you get your articles, you can just access through these devices. You can just open your articles through your smartphone or other devices here. Like I said, you don't have to come to the library, pick up your articles. The lending library will send these articles to your Illiad account, so you can just open your account, read it. And after you log into your account, Illiad account, it looks like this. And in order to open your articles, you have to click here, electronically received articles, and it look like this. Here is the article that you ordered. There's title of the article, the TN number, and expires that day here. And if you want to, you can delete this article. You can just delete from here, and you can have this article only for 30 days. So if you needed to save it for the future references, you have to download this article to your computer or a jump drive. And this is one of the handouts that you can read some more detailed information about this. And in order to view your articles, you have to click this PDF icon. After you double click that icon, you can view your full text article, so you can just read it through. Okay, now where do I get my request and return them? When you have your material here, you will get the notification, and when it's about time to return the materials, it will send you reminder 4 days before, says like you have to return the materials 4 days. You have 4 days to return to the materials. And if it's overdue, they'll send you email as well. Says like your item is extremely overdue, please return as soon as possible, like that. So, and the items that books or DVDs, microfilm, fish, like that, you can come to the library, GSW Library, and check them out and return at the circulation desk as well. But you have to have your GSW ID with you in order to check them out. And articles and book chapters, you don't have to return them. That's yours to keep. What are the circulation policies? Okay, most materials, Illiad materials, is due about 2 weeks to 6 weeks, and DVDs usually 2 weeks, and the books about a month. And when the lending library send it to these items, they print out their labels and says due dates on the top of the materials, the front of the materials. This is microfilm, and this is DVDs, and it says due date here. And this one says no renewals. That means you cannot renew. Only 2 weeks you can keep this. And this is a book that also has label on the front of the book, the due date. Depends on the library, lending library's policy. You can renew. You can renew from your account. And if you don't need the materials, please cancel them. And how to renew, how to cancel them is on your handout. And the last one is that some lending libraries require to only use in the library the items they send. For example, microfiche, microfilm, some DVDs, you have to use them only in the library. What if I return materials late? This is very important because that can jeopardize GSW relationship with other libraries. So it can affect it to everyone. So please return on time. And they might send you some fines, and depends on how long you can return late. You may have other problems. You might not use GSW Library, Illiad systems, other systems as well, like GIL Express, or checking out books from the GSW Library. What if I damage materials or lose them? That's your responsibility. So you have to fully responsible for that, and the lending library will send a fee. So be careful with these Illiad materials. Okay. Before you create account, Illiad account, I highly recommend that I want you use GSW email address. That way you don't, if you forgot then sometimes it's harder to remember. So if you use username, just the first part of the email address, that's good to remember. So when you make account, please remember that. And if you forget username or password, please don't create another Illiad account. Then I have to disavow the new one that you just created. Just call me. There's a phone number and email addresses, so I can help you with it. And here's the information how to create and log into your account. The access from GSW homepage and access anywhere. First time user and login. After you create account and you don't have to use first time user, you just log in. I'm just going to show you from the GSW homepage. Okay, this is GSW homepage, and just go to library site, and in the drop down menu there's welcome to GSW's Illiad. Click that one and lead to this site. Here on the right side, create an Illiad account when you use it for the first time. Just create this, click this, and scroll down all the way to the down here, and click here, first time user. Click here, and just to fill out all the information and submit. Then I'm going to get this information and send you email that you proved. After you create your account, next time when you use Illiad, you can just click here to log in here. Then put your information, username and the password. Then you can log into your account. And there are 5 instructions how to request items. This is also in the library website. Okay, I just showed you about how to create an Illiad account for the first time, and then after that, once you have the Illiad account, you just click here to log in. And here's the important video clips that Mr. Wilson created these videos, and it's very efficient DVDs videos. Is how to create an Illiad account. It show you step by step. So when you have problem to create an account, then you can just view this videos. Sorry. And how to order book with the Illiad, this one, and how to order an article with the Illiad. Also, how to order a movie with the Illiad is very simple if you follow through. And this one is the last one. Illiad's one-click wonder. I want you experience with this one. This is very awesome. And please view all of these DVDs. I said DVDs. These video clips. Go back to my PowerPoint. And there are several the handouts that I gave you and the covered today. And if you have any questions when you're processing, ordering books, if you have any problems, just call me or email me. I am available. So there's a contact information in the handouts. And do you have any questions? No? Any questions?
One question.
Okay.
If a student gets a fine,
Mm-hmm.
do they pay the fine in here, or does it go on their account for the university?
If you mean what fine? Illiad?
If they get a fine for, not returning their book or returning it late,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, do they pay that fine to the library, or does it go on the student's account?
They have to find here, and then we send the check to the lending library, and so they can replace the book or like a processing fee. Usually, not usually, but some libraries processing fee is very expensive. Even like if you lost one DVD, cost $10. Some libraries charge processing fee $100. This is not common, but some depends on the other libraries' policy. It's like that, so be careful. Any other questions? And how to renew the items, how to cancel the items. It's a new handout, so view of that. Any more questions? Okay, like I said, if you need any help or when you're ordering books, you have problems, just call me and email me. So, and I'm willing to help you. If you need to help me, then I can help you with creating your Illiad account after Mr. Wilson's presentation about GIL Express. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Baksha. I'm John Wilson, and I am the Access Services Supervisor, and I'll just be showing you a quick demonstration of GIL Express, the different things that you can do with GIL Express, and if you would log into your computer, you can create an account with me, and we'll do it simultaneously, and I'll show you as we go. So if you would just go ahead and log into the computer real quick. Get this thing going. All right, so let's take a look at GIL Express 101, and this is just going to show you how to order an item through GIL Express. So if we go to the second page of your handout, you'll see the header, I can't find a book I need in the GSW Library. What should I do? The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the GSW homepage. And that's www.gsw.edu. And once you're there, if you look at the blue banner, find library, just click. Now, if you look at your handout, I'll go back to the PowerPoint presentation. You're going to click right here underneath useful links. It's going to be the the second link, GIL Express. Now, the first place you want to look when you're ordering a book or when you're researching is GIL Find, which is going to be our collection. The GIL Find collection is everything that we have in the building here. Once you exhaust those possibilities, the item you're looking for, the research material you're looking for is not there, you're going to go outside. We have access to tons of material. Not all of it's in this building, but you can get it. So the second step, if you're getting a book, is GIL Express. So what you're going to do is click on the second useful link, GIL Find Express. And this will direct you to the home page. Now, if we go to the next page of the handout, or the next slide, it says, how do I use GIL Express? First, you're going to need to create an account. In order to create an account, you're going to go to this banner right here, this gray banner, and click on My Account. So if you would, go to My Account. From here, you're going to need to enter in some information. You're going to need to enter the home institution, Georgia Southwestern State University. For institution ID or barcode number, it's going to be the 913 number on your card. So let's enter that in as well. All right, once this is done, you're going to need to enter your PIN. And if this is your first time using this program, let's skip that section and just enter in your last name first. So I'm putting in Wilson. All right, any questions so far? Okay. Now, if you don't have a PIN yet, click this gray box right here that says Get My PIN. What's going to happen is the password, the temporary PIN that they're going to send you is going to be sent to your GIL Express email. And it should be in a matter of seconds. So if you go to your GIL Express email, your GSW email and log in, that PIN is going to be there. Once you get that PIN, you're just going to enter it right here. And just log in. And you're going to be directed to your profile page. Now you want to make sure with this profile page that everything's correct here. So you need to check this out. Most importantly, the preferred pickup library. It should automatically default to Georgia Southwestern State University. There's been many cases where there's been a glitch in the program and would default to another college in the university system of Georgia, like Savannah State University. So make sure this is GSW, or your book's going to go to a different location. After you check on this, your phone number, your address, you can change your PIN. If you don't like that temporary number they sent you, change it to anything you want. It can be 4 to 12 numbers or letters. Once you have your PIN squared away, if you want to get the Galileo password, which changes each semester, you'll know the current one by looking here. Right now it's early. Let's go back to this PowerPoint for a second. Now that we've talked about this and we know about the main profile page, let's talk about some of the accessories that it offers. Since GSW is part of the GIL, the USG system, that means that it interacts with all libraries in the University System of Georgia. So the Voyager account here is also going to be connected to the Voyager accounts everywhere. So when you go into GIL Express account, you can see what items you've checked out at this library. So if I click out checked out items, I can see what I've checked out here. Right now I have the tall ships, and I can see when it's due back October 12th, 2015. Now, if I want to renew that item, I don't have to come in the library. I can just click this box right here and hit renew item. That's going to save you a trip, and you get 2 renewals. So that's a nice feature you can take advantage of. All right, now that we've discussed this, let's look at how to make requests, how to find items. If you look in your handout, I go over how to request a book in GIL Express, and what I do is a title search. I search for Stephen King's Salem's Lot. But what I want to do now is I just want to do a live session with you just to see how I would find a book, but using instead of a title, subject matter. Let's say you're a student, or you have a student who's doing a research paper in literature, and we'll say they're doing Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher. They've looked through the library material here, and they've looked at all the possible sources, but they need more information. So how would they find a book in GIL Express about a story like The Fall of the House of Usher? That's when you have to turn to subject matter, because for short stories like that, you're probably not going to find books that are dedicated to the short story. In some cases you can, but often you can't. So we'll start with a broader subject. We'll just type in Edgar Allan Poe. And instead of all fields, we're going to go to a subject search. And so this is going to pull up information with Edgar Allan Poe as the subject. As we can see some promising items. Edgar Poe, the poet, essays new and old on the man and his work. So that's some potential material in The Fall of the House of Usher. So now we want to request that because we want to look it over, because it may have subject matter that's essential to our paper. So what we're going to do is click on the title, and we're going to check this blue box. It's very important to check this, because if we have the book in our library, it's automatically not going to allow you to check out on GIL Express. So we're looking through the box, and we see Georgia Southwestern. So what you need to do in this case is come to our library to check the material out. Okay, we'll go back and we'll keep looking for different books. Here's one called The Measure of Poe. That looks interesting. Let's click here. And once again, we'll go through this blue box. And Georgia Southwestern State University is not on the list. So that means our library doesn't have it and we can order it. To order the book, all you're going to have to do is click Place GIL Express Request. Now, just like when you use Amazon or any other online page, you go to a confirmation page where you can make changes in case there's an error. What you want to make sure is that the format is the correct format. Some people want a certain edition of the book. Make sure it's the right edition. As you know, in GIL Express, you can only order books. So pay attention to the format. If it's a DVD or if it's an article or journal, it won't send it to you. It's got to be a book. So this checks out. This is what I'm looking for. What I want to do next is make sure the pickup library is Georgia Southwestern State University. If it says Savannah State University, your book's going to go straight to Savannah. So once everything looks okay, submit the request. And this one says, your request failed. Please contact the circulation desk for further assistance. What are reasons why a request may fail? Well, if you go to the handout I gave you, we actually talk about that. It could be because the book is on hold. So another patron at another university has already requested this. It could be that the book is missing, which means that it's not on the shelf, so it's been marked as lost in their catalog. It could be that the book is on reserve or as a reference item. If that's the case, it can never circulate. It can also be that the book is in the GSW Library, but that'll never be an issue because you always check the blue box. So we don't really know what the case is here, but it's going to be one of these reasons. And so when you contact me at circulation, I'll call the university and they'll probably give me the exact reason if that's what you'd like to know. Now let's go back to this and let's request a book that we can get. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change my search a little bit. I said follow the House of Usher. What I've done is I've done a broad search. I've done a search on Edgar Allan Poe as subject matter, but let's narrow it down. Every now and then you get lucky and you get a short story that's so popular that it may warrant a whole entire book. As you can see, you get lucky. These are books about Follow the House of Usher. So this is going to help out your students a great deal. Look at this, 20th Century Interpretations of the Fall of the House of Usher. A Jungian analysis of Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher. That sounds pretty good. I'm going to click on this one. As you can see, only Georgia State University has it. Let's get it. Go to GIL Express Request, click. Let's check to make sure everything looks okay. It's a book. I don't care about the edition. It looks like there's only one edition anyway. And the pickup library is Georgia Southwestern. So I'm going to submit the request. And there we go. That little check mark means that it is on its way. Now, how long does it take to get the book? Generally it takes 3 to 4 days. We don't use U.S. mail for USG materials. We use a flat rate carrier service. So it's generally a little bit faster. However, we're at the mercy of the library who owns the book. So if that library waits several days to send it, it could take 8 or 9 days. So always remember to plan ahead. Don't wait till the last minute to order your items because you may be in a predicament. Now, how do you know when it's going to get here? If you look right here at these areas, you'll see in transit at Georgia Southwestern. When I ordered Salem's Lot several days ago, the first thing it'll say is request is being processed. That means it's still at the library. It hasn't gone in the mail yet. In transit means it's on the way to GSW. And once it gets here, it will say in circulation. So once it's in circulation, that means it's good to go. You can come and pick it up. And what we've recently started doing is I email your account when it arrives. So always check your GSW email because I'm going to email you as soon as it gets put on the shelf. So you'll know to come and pick it up. Now, I put also in your handout differences between GIL Express and Illiad. Ms. Fox did an excellent job of covering those differences. I'm just going to reiterate what she said. The GIL Express is for books only. So if the book is not in the GSW Library, your first step is going to be to go to GIL Express. If you're looking for an article or a DVD, automatically go to Illiad because GSW, the GIL Express system, will not issue DVDs or articles. And in your handout, you'll just see a visual of things that you can check out in Illiad and GIL Express. This is some information if you need help with anything. And I'd like to say that if you want to get with me and give me your email address, I'd be glad to email this to you so you can give to your students. It may help them. We're always happy to be of assistance. Thank you very much. Are there any questions? All right, well, thank you for coming to this workshop. We really appreciate your support.